when the Virginia Tech Hokies entered this season with a particularly weak non-conference schedule, any game that was going to be played against a Power 5 school had to be circled as a priority win, as a must-win. Fortunately, the Hokies took care of business in their last game against a Power 5 school of non-conference play before ACC play begins, went out and beat Ole Miss in an 80-75 matchup in Cassell Coliseum in Blacksburg. Really, the story of this game has to be the performances of both Ahmed Hill and Chris Clark. Ahmed Hill finished with a team-high 20 points for the Hokies and nailed 4 absolutely crucial free throws for the Hokies down the stretch in the final minute to seal the win. And those 4 free throws were massive too in the bigger picture as well, because Virginia Tech really struggled at the free throw line today. A familiar problem. The Hokies went just 18 of 30 from the stripe, shooting 60%. That number, not acceptable. So a major priority for Buzz Williams moving forward has to continue to be shooting free throws, but also on top of a great performance from Ahmed Hill, Chris Clark, the Swiss Army knife, the athletic freak who continues to get it done. He scored 12 points, hit an absolutely crucial three-pointer late on that gave the Hokies a critical 2-possession lead after Ole Miss had really started to cut the lead down. I believe they had cut it all the way down to 1 at one point, but Clark had 12 critical points, 5 assists, 5 rebounds, and 3 steals. Talk about a guy who does it all. Played some brilliant passes as well. He's really improved his floor vision. I mentioned before that his ball handling had improved tremendously between his freshman season up to now, but also have to really credit his decision making. But this game certainly exposed the size problems the Hokies have inside when Kadeem C gets into early foul trouble like he did in this game. It can cause open season. Sebastian Saiz had a field day against the Hokies down low in the paint. He went 9 of 13 from the field, scoring 21 points. The Hokies never really had any answers for him. And, while they also had a very strong performance from Terrence Davis, who finished with 18 points, ultimately it was Ole Miss's lack of offensive options that really did them in. The Rebels really could have won this game. Virginia Tech led for the vast majority of it. I don't believe they ever trailed in the second half, but the outcome was certainly in doubt for the majority of the game. Tech had squandered some double-digit leads, and that's something that you've kind of seen moving forward. It's always hard to keep your foot on the gas when you have a big lead, even at home. But the biggest issue for the Hokies is clearly a lack of front court depth. When C comes out there, points are going to be scored pretty much guaranteed in the paint. Zach Leday fortunately plays bigger than his size. Another huge game from Leday, 15 points and 7 rebounds. Just a massive presence for the Hokies, both with his game in itself and his leadership. Now, Justin Bibbs finished with 9 points, all of which came from threes. For the life of me, I can't understand why he does not attack the basket more, considering his athletic ability. Really hope he turns it on moving forward. Meanwhile, Justin Robinson played plenty of minutes. He had 35 minutes, just 6 points, but really found other ways to get it done, tallying up 6 assists to his credit. Seth Allen, I've been critical of his decision-making in the past, and in this game was a problem as well. He had, 3 turnovers. Sometimes he sees plays that look amazing but aren't actually practical to make. He has an eye for the spectacular. Hopefully he doesn't lose that, but at the same time he has to keep it under control. So 9 points from Seth Allen. Most games he is in double figures. But, at the end of the day, it was Ahmed Hill who really deserves the game ball if you want to award one. And Virginia Tech picking up a critical win now. They are 8-1 on the season overall. Of course, if you get to play their first ACC game, but they seem like they could be on the cusp of reaching the top 25 at some point soon, and they will now try to prepare for the Citadel next weekend on Saturday at 1 p.m. So look forward to seeing the Hokies hopefully finish up non-conference play on a strong note. 3 more games left in that slate, And as always, Hokies, for those who have passed and for those to come, reach for excellence. Thank you for tuning in, and please subscribe to my channel.